Welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. It's the Tennessee Volunteers and the Oklahoma Sooners. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe working the sidelines. We'll check in with her shortly. So Tennessee's headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. He'll start on the ground with Xavier Robinson. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. You start the season top 25. Clearly, expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
The Sooners send out the punt unit. Looks it in. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. They'll operate out of split backs. Fresh set of downs going up top. Got it behind the line. It's Bishop. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
That's caught. It's Bishop. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
And how about this running back, man? Coming into the game, we knew he would be a focal point of this offense, but through the air, like not on the ground right now. They're finding ways to get him the football out in space to do some damage, and right now, it's all through the air.
Sees an alley. Makes a man miss. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown Volunteers. Into the end zone with a breakaway score. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have we've been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like, you mentioned the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Fighting off the defender. Got room at the 35. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. On the run, it's Blaylock. Got enough for the 1st down. At the 20, he's got space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Sooners!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like, sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll, and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. From the gun, it's Bishop. There he goes. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. He's now piled up 68 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. Makes the grab. It's Davis. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
And when you start to develop a feel as a tight end that you can feel the zones and the holes, man, you start to become unstoppable. Nice job. QB on the same page, sees his tight end break towards the sidelines, finds the hole in the zone, delivers a strike. Nice completion, nice communication there without saying a word.
Got it in the middle. It's Matthews. Makes the grab down immediately. He picks up a few. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee. What an offseason in the recruiting department, reeling in a top 10 class, and you got to think that's going to help.
Man, yeah, it's just nice when you get some recruiting and some excitement, right? Get a top 10 class. You know the talent is really, really good. The young talent pushes the older talent, Jesse, and it just makes the squad obviously so much better.
And with that top 10 class, David, they really feel like they were able to reload the roster, and they think they've got some impact freshmen in this class as well. Can't wait to see what they do today.
A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Looking to throw for it. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. They want to make sure they get this 4th and 3 play right, so they'll take a moment and think it over with a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And the Vols will try to pick it up on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Flying down the left side. The 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. On the return, it's Morris. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. Takes the handoff. It's Bishop. Runs through the tackle. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. In traffic, it's Matthews. He stopped just short of the 25 at the 24-yard line, but it will be a first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
The Vols in the hurry-up.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
The Volunteers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Keeps it on the bootleg. Flush to the left. Slings it downfield. Oh, sticks that big mitt up there and grabs it. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try it over the left side. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. He's now up to 83 yards on the ground in the first quarter. What a tremendous start to this season. And the Vols kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll give it to him again. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
Well, you can see why Rocky Top is so excited about this guy. He's a home run waiting to happen. Not only can he run you over, but he can run around you, too. This is an offense that doesn't only have to throw the football to win games. They can run it, and they can get explosive plays because of this guy's speed and skill set.
Drops back on first down. Finds his target.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too. We got to hold on to that thing.
Running the red zone, it's Bishop. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Right side, it's Bishop. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Gordon. Runs it into the house. Touchdown ball! And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Back has it. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. The Sooners want to move quickly.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
3rd and long right here. Austin Mack fires to the wideout. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Takes it the other way. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. Delayed handoff. It's Bishop. Hard running there. Give him 109 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Buying time to his right. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. Escapes the pressure going right. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. 4th down, and a field goal's not going to help much. They'll try to keep the drive alive by converting here. Needs it. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. The Vols trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll run it. It's Bishop. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Coming out with it, it's Thomas. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
And we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with serious physicality back in the day when they ran the option and just hit you in the mouth. But, you know, football's involved, and that's the one thing about this offense. Can they keep their physicality and assert their physicality? The good Oklahoma teams are physical.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to throw on first. Under pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. The give to the left side. Shakes off the defender. Breaks into the open. The 30. Past the 20. They're able to ride him down, but not before he has flipped the field with a huge pickup on the play. And now they are set up coming out of the 2-minute timeout. They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Using his legs, it's Bishop. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Volunteers! His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Hold and finds his man on the left. At the 40, there he goes. First catch of the season as this freshman tight end wastes no time getting involved.
Man, that is exactly how you execute an RPO. Like quick read, get the ball out of your hand, Get it to your receiver in space really quickly, on target, and you can make big plays. That they made that RPO look so smooth and so effortless.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Blaylock. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And the Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Throwing Mack. He unleashes a long one. Grabs it inside the 15. The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for a gap. It's Bishop. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. The Volunteers headed quickly to the line. Second down, gonna throw it.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
Making his first move. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Mack. Here comes the heat. Makes the catch on the right side. Still on his feet. Off to the races to the right. Touchdown Sooners. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and they have a 28-24 lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. He wants to take the top off. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that. They're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. To the ground, he's got it again. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. And they head to the locker room, 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with the Washington Huskies in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's Washington with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The give to the back. Enough to move the chains. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. On first down from their own 22. Tells the run, wants to pass. Buys time to his left. On the move, he fires. Left side is Staley. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And the fan bases in the South, they're pretty crazy. They're pretty psychotic. They follow recruiting. They follow the transfer portal. And they've been following this cat right here. Like, big-time receiver, joining this league, joining your team. Expectations, Palmer, they're high. And you see why on that play. Dude's got some skill.
Yeah, he's big time, man. Listen, I'm not going to say this guy was flying under the radar before, but now he's going to become a household name, playing wide receiver in the SEC. This is a conference that not only pumps guys into the NFL, people win Heisman trophies playing wide receiver in this conference, and this team thinks this guy's got an opportunity to be there in New York at the end of the year.
And the Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Running inside, it's Bishop. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Second down to the air. With the catch, it's Staley. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Lets it develop. It's Bishop. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Caught. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. And the Vols really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Going to the run, it's Bishop. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Vols! And that one will put them up here in the second half. The 18 the field. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. Austin Mack got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, I did not have this in my bingo card, guys, but being one of the most talented quarterbacks in college football, to be under 50% completions in this game, nobody saw that coming. He has not been able to find his rhythm, and he looks frustrated.
Oh, he's got some space. 30, at the 20. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They are lining up the scoreboard. Every touchdown has an answer, it seems. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good. A 4-point game at 35-31. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So here is the Tennessee offense. On the ground, it's Bishop. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Keep it on the ground. Snowed under by the defense.
That's a really good job by this defense, because 2nd and short, a lot of times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up in a good spot. They did a great job still getting penetration, shutting down the run. Now, 3rd and short time. Probably expecting another run again. Who's going to be the most physical team?
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Motion from the wideout. Right at the line. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
But when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
The Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. Play action on first down. Between the hashes, it's Bishop. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Volunteers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Hits the hole. It's Bishop. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Powers inside. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. And the Volunteers want to pick up the tempo.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
On the run, deep down the right side. Pulls in the deep ball. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stops right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Turning it on!
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Quick give. It's Blaylock. Maybe some room here. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Rid of it on the RPO. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That last connection left him a little short of the first down, but in perfect spot to attack on 2nd and short. He's stopped, and he's got enough to move the chain. The Sooners have their offense in high gear. Throwing Mack. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Still plenty of time left to break the scoreboard wide open as we get things underway here in the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Caught on the RPO. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Here's a give to Robinson. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They've got the lead here in the 4th. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They'll leave it with the lone back. Drop immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the well. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. And the ball's moving quickly to the line. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Out wide left, it's Davis. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. This time they'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Staley. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
This is a shootout.
First down here as we dive into the college football season. A Week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Looking for a crease. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
All right, they've shown this formation a lot of times, and especially in the first half. Now what do? They show the formation, pull some guys, and run a counter backside. Beautiful play design. Way to adjust in the second half.
Touchdown, Volunteers! They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, this is wild. Late in the game, we're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And imagine the defense in this scenario, right? You're up by 1 possession. You need to get to the quarterback. You've got to affect him. You're going to blitz or you're going to try to win one-on-one up front. They did it that time, hit him, and forced the incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mack. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Going to stop play here as one of the Volunteers remains on the field. There's never a good time for it, but man, do you hate to see it in the first game of the season. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gordon.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. Motion from the back. Using his legs, it's Beal. He's past the sticks. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Hits inside, it's Gordon. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
The Vols pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Right back to the well. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. The defense quickly calls a timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible. $1:57 left.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Moving to his left. Left side is Thomas. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal.
And that's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football, get a first down. Nice balance by this offense.
Turns it upfield. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. The Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Run in the red zone, it's Morris. And into the end zone. Touchdown ball! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Mack. He wants a big play here late. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Changing the routes with his receivers. Scanning the field, it's Mack. He's taking the deep shot. They went for it all on first down. Didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about.
Man, what a great play by the defender there. Big-time players make big plays in big games, and against an outstanding wide receiver one-on-one, he's able to knock the ball away and force an incompletion late in the game with everything on the line.
Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Again, it's Mack. He'll take a shot. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. This juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
Sends it back in motion. Austin Mack. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down.
And it comes up empty there, but that's exactly what this offense needs to keep doing, man. Keep throwing the football. Like, don't quit. Don't give up. I know you're down a couple of possessions, but you want to show your team, man, that we're always going to fight no matter what the scoreboard is. That's what we are. That's who we are. We're competitive, and we're going to keep getting better, and that's the goal of this.
He's got it. Perfectly thrown ball. Nice catch. Good tackle, but it's first and goal from the 5. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
One more play to pad the stats. Rushes on. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation?
Touchdown Sooners! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
And he knocked through the extra point, but that just made the loss a little less ugly, and the game is over.